Okay, time for a chill art stream. Today I'm going to be using Chat-GPT to come up with titles for art, and then I'm going to make them in Artbreeder and Nightcafe. Alright, so first I've been talking to Chat-GPT a bit, and here's some titles it made me last time. I'll just see if I like one. I like the Shadows Ballad, Cosmic Waltz of Illusion. Try that. So I'm going to take the title that I generated here, and I'm going to put it in Artbreeder in collage. So I'll just put the title in there. There's my styles: sublime, hyper-realistic, mystical, volumetric lighting, introspective. And I might turn the intensity down a bit, and I'll render. So what I've been doing is I've been feeding Chat-GPT a list of titles that I made before and asking it to come up with more, and based on the ones I'm giving it. So I'll say, can you give me 10 more titles similar but not the same? I don't have to say that, it knows. To the list I gave you before. So there's 10 more titles, but for now we'll just see what happened here. So that's Shadows Ballad, Cosmic Waltz of Illusion. It's pretty good. It's not great, I don't think. I'm gonna try reroll. So let me see if I like any of these more. Emergence of Insight, I think that's pretty cool. Oh, this one's way better. Okay, we'll save that one. And download the render. So I'll go back and I'll take the title that we just made. I'll put that in there. And maybe I'll mess around with this a little bit. Move that up a bit higher. Put this right here. And see what happens. So this is just going to be a chill stream. Or a chill video, not streaming. I'll just show what I normally do with Chat-GPT and Artbreeder. That's all right. And I'll reroll. So I've been talking to it a lot about art and artists. I'll say, can you tell me some interesting information about surreal artists? And I get some cool information here. So it's emphasizing the exploration of subconscious, dreamlike imagery, and irrational elements. So I really like irrational elements, like things that don't really make sense, but they kind of have a deeper meaning behind them. And I find that AI art is good at doing that. So this is cool. Emergence of Insight. I like it. Okay. I really like Artbreeder Collage. It's one of my favorite things to do. So automatism is allowing the subconscious mind to guide the artistic process. It's not exactly what we're doing here, but it's sort of parallels it in an interesting way. because AI is guiding us here. Symbolism, I'm really into symbolism in art. So it knows a lot about art. It's a really good thing to talk to. If you want to learn more about art and artists, can you teach us something about Impressionist artists? Oops. That's cool. I love Monet. I haven't really heard of all these. Kind of want to see what this artist is like. Oh, wow. Really good. Okay, anyway. So back to collage. Let's reroll. That one's okay, but it's not nearly as good as the one before. One more roll. And then I'll ask for some more titles. So here's the list of titles I have from before. These were all ones that had good results that I liked. So I'll copy that. I'll say, can you give me another list of 10 titles based on this list? And then I'll just put the list in. All right. This one's pretty cool too, but not as good as the first one, so I'll just not save that. We'll try Ethereal Ballet of Celestial Illusions. Oh, I think this will be good. Just this part, balancing forces of yin and yang. Copy that. It's okay, but too many hands, too many arms. It's a common problem with AI art. These weird limbs. So we'll just forget that. I would like to try this one. So as well as Artbreeder, I'm going to try a few of these in Nightcafe too. And that's pretty cool. I like that. It's vaguely yin-yang looking. Alright, so I'm going to copy this. Nightcafe. To load the whole thing. While we wait for that, we'll re-roll. So I think I'll go back and read. I want to read more about the surrealism. So some use surrealism to challenge societal norms, question authority, and critique the status quo, or status quo. So what I like about surrealism is it uses lots of different styles in it. So you can really just do whatever you feel like. Whatever your style is can be surreal as long as it kind of fits the theme. So I like using symbolism and metaphor to convey deeper meanings with surrealism. Dream journals, that's something I've been doing a lot lately. When I first wake up, I try to write down the dreams that I had, and it's pretty hard to remember them most of the time. But the more you do it, the easier it gets, so I've been doing that a lot. Okay. So, it's kind of ugly. I think I'll re-roll. Okay, so got Nightcafe loaded up. This was one that came out pretty good. Huh, nope. So this is Tears of the Goddess. I made this with Nightcafe and it turned out really good. So I'm just gonna use the same settings. Okay, that one's cool. Maybe this spiral's going this way and this spiral's going this way. It's neat. I like it. Okay, so we have all the settings from this picture over in the sidebar now because we used this duplicate icon. So I'll just put the title. I'll put the title in here instead of what was there before. And create. So I have no style set because I think it's better not to have that if you're going to put your own styles in. And we'll make another one of this. So elements of surrealism can be found in pop culture, film, literature, and digital media. A lot of artists, musical artists, have surreal aspects in their music videos, or even the words in the songs. All right, let's go find another title. Oh, this is cool. So this is what Nightcafe did with balancing forces of yin and yang. That's awesome. Like that. I had some fails over here for other Tears of the Goddess. This one, I don't know what's going on. Okay. Huh, that's interesting. I like that too. It's not the colors I expected. This kind of reminds me of maybe Mars or Mercury or something. Some planet that's red. I don't think Mercury is actually red. But that's just what came to mind. I like dawning realities. Just that. I find it always does a colon. I think that's because that's a common way for our titles to be. So I'll put that in here. I'll put it in here too. Sorry. I thought I saved this one. But it doesn't say that I did. Well, let's do it again. I might have a double now. That's fine. So, time for a different title. Try not to bump the microphone. So that's Dawning Realities. I didn't really like that one. That's alright. I'm going to switch to Stable Diffusion 1.5. And try that instead. Okay, this one's awesome. I could tell even before I looked at the bottom part. It looks kind of, is it a painting or a window? Must be a painting, but it looks really good. It could be a window, but it doesn't really make sense. I should probably put surreal in the styles. Do that. I'll put it right at the start. Okay, that's more what I expected, but it's kind of boring picture. I'll try again. Did it do the same thing, but different? Kind of looks like it. Or is this the same one? No, it's different. Right? Oh, it's because I use the same seed. That's why. All I did was add surreal. That's cool, but it's not that great. I'll just try again. And same with this one. Alright, so we're not getting the best ones out of this title. I'll try to find a different title. Maybe I'll try this. Crafting Time and Space. So I'll just put it in there. And oh, that's awesome. Right, that Dawning Realities is great. Oops, I didn't mean to hit reroll, but that's okay, we will. Oh, it didn't go. I'll still do it though. Just because. So, crafting time and space. That's not great. I'm going to go back to DALL-E 2. It's been giving me better results sometimes. So right now I'm working on a painting in real life. This one. It's called Tears of the Goddess. So it's kind of like a ginormous woman who's crying, and she's the goddess of, I guess, rain right now. Because she's so sad it's making it rain a lot. And I just kind of felt like that was a appropriate one to make right now. I can't show it my painting version right here, but some other time I'll do some IRL videos someday where I show how I paint. But I'll need a bit better setup. That's okay. That's something for the future. So this is crafting time and space. It's cool. It's very spacey. I like it. It's not that great though. So I'm going to ask it for 5 more, which are more original, not using words that I used before, but a similar theme. I'll put a question mark. So I find a lot of these things, like symphony and intangible sounds, is sort of something I've already given it before. Like the intangible hourglass, that's kind of similar to what it gave me. I don't really want it to be the same, I just want it to be kind of a similar vibe. I like Veils of Imagination. That's a cool picture. Alright, Veils of Imagination. Maybe I'll move this around a bit. So that's what's cool about collage. You do the starting picture. So I'll put this up like this. And render. I'll try that in Nightcafe too. Oh, that's neat. Yeah, that's really cool. Okay, we'll save that. Download the render. And I think I'm almost done with Nightcafe. Yeah, that wasn't very good. We'll just close that, save the CPU power. And let's have a look at all these ones we made. So that's good. I'm going to like all the ones I liked. Just go to my account. I just made a new account recently. Just wanted to get a fresh start. And it'll load eventually. Okay. So I made some paintings and anime pictures. I like that one. Yeah. So that one was cool, the very first one. Oh yeah, I really like that one. Oh yeah, I did save that one twice. Oops. I'll delete one of them. Not right now, it'll take too long. And so there's the difference between with that word surreal added. I put a black sun in there. I think that one is a bit better actually. And I like this. I like the last three. Close this. So that one's cool, the veil. And yeah, collage uses a lot of CPU power. Let's see these. Cool. So what I want to do now is use Mixer a little bit. Something kind of new on Artbreeder, but it's really cool. So which one will I start with? Probably this one. And I'll put in Mixer. This trippy checkerboard pattern background. Okay, so I'll mix that one with, so it's this one plus maybe this one, and we'll just see how that turns out. That's all right. I'll try something different. Something really different, like that one. And you can put more than two. I just want to see how it turns out. I really like the way this one turned out. Oh yeah, that one's good. We can keep adding stuff to it. I think this one would go good. Although it might be, it might give a result that's censored. Same with that, but let's just go for it anyway. I find the censoring is really strict on this. Things which don't have anything, like that one got censored. Those ones didn't get censored, but they are fine. But this one, I don't know why it got censored. It's just a wolf and a pyramid. Doesn't really make sense, but whatever. I think it's not colorful enough. I'll just add something really colorful like that. So I'll mix that and the original one and see how that turns out. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Unfortunately, collage always lags my computer a lot. I don't know why. But Mixer doesn't seem to. So let's add something else from the community. That's a cool picture. Okay, that's a kind of a fail in my opinion, but we'll maybe crank this up. I can see where it's coming from though. Alright, whatever. So usually I like to use TextSynth to come up with titles. Oops. But it hasn't worked for the last like 10 times I've tried to use it. So what I normally would do is copy this list into the playground. And then I would usually use that 20 billion parameters and complete text. but every time I get server error. It just doesn't work ever. I don't know why. It used to work for a long time. Maybe I need to read. Maybe I need to use the API. And also I would use Eleuther. Has 6 billion parameters, Eleuther. And that also doesn't work anymore. I just get that every time. So I don't know what the deal is with these two websites both not working at the same time. But at least Chat-GPT can do it. I'll ask for 10 more titles. I'll tell it to crank up the creativity. Hopefully it can do that. Push the boundaries of imagination. Luminal Phantasmagoria. Dreams Painted in Stardust. Yeah, these are both good titles. Maybe I'll just put them in together. So I'm going to go to Create Collager. I find Outpainter doesn't really work too great. I've had a lot of fails on that. And it uses a lot of credits. So this just will never work either. Used to work great though. So we'll go back here. And put this crazy title in. Yeah, that's pretty neat. I'm gonna save that. So maybe if I mix this with something else. Do my images. And I could add a prompt too. I really like this one. Put a prompt in. Empty prompt. And let's see if I can get a good prompt. Vortex of Enigmatic Whispers. And I could put styles in here too. I'll try that. That's all right. I think this needs to be more crazy. I'll just pop a bunch of things into it. Okay, we'll try that. It's all right. I think I'll re-roll this. Maybe I'll draw a new picture. A new starting picture. This one could be a little boring. I'll put the snail back in the picture. And this should be up one. Chiaroscuro of Cosmic Cognitions. Oh, that's cool. I'll try one more with this title. Unfortunately, Chat-GPT can't look at pictures. That would be cool if you could upload pictures for it to look at. But I asked it and it can't do that. That's pretty cool. Okay, let's try this. Other title. We'll probably wrap it up soon. So mostly what I've been doing lately is just Chat-GPT and Artbreeder. Seems like the simplest way to do it. There might be a text completion collab notebook. That's cool, kind of dark. I like it though. I haven't really got a good mixer today. I'd like to get a good mixer result. Oh, before I do that, maybe if I crank up the intensity. I do like this last title too. All right, that's okay. Yeah, I like that. Because I had the word illuminations in it, it seems like it did a pyramid and eye sort of thing. Let's see if it does it again. So Chat-GPT is pretty cool. I actually think TextSynth is better at coming up with new titles, but it works pretty good. That's awesome. Okay, so I'm going to go open that up, and that's it for collage, I think. Yeah, I like that one. Choreographed illuminations of the subconscious cosmos. Very interesting. So I'll put that in Mixer. And I'll mix it with maybe the flower. That's all right. Instead of the flower, I'll do the windows. Or maybe this one. I think I should turn this up a bit. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's like a bowl, and there's some kind of magic orb. It's like a Dragon Ball coming out of it, sticking to the ceiling. Maybe this ball has negative gravity or something. Or it's floating. Like that. I'll put another thing into it. I'll put this one. Because this one and this one are kind of similar. It might help it a bit. Yeah, that's cool. That's a really big TV. But I think this is the best one. So I've also been using Chat-GPT to talk about a lot of things like Eastern religion and Python code. So I've been, as a hobby, I've just been making a video game with Python, and Chat-GPT can code for you. I don't like to make it do everything, but it pretty much can do all the code for you. So yeah, that's an awesome picture. Just from mixing two pictures we just made. Is this ever gonna load? Maybe. It's becoming a huge conversation though. Well, it doesn't really matter. But it can do a lot of coding, and it's really good at doing math-based functions. So if you wanted to do something based on radiuses and circles and math like that, it can do it pretty easily. So I've been getting it to write me stories and tell me about, in this case, Rama. I asked it to invent a new story. It was pretty good. And basically just talking to it about various things. And asking for stories, and you can get multiple answers. So I got 3. Oh, it looks like it brought the conversation all the way back to here. Is this one gonna load? Seems like it's broken. I'm going to ask for a Python script that thanks the audience for watching. Oh, okay. So there is something wrong with this conversation. It's broken. Okay, that's fine. Maybe the Python code in the conversation broke something. I don't know. Or maybe I just broke it. But I was going to ask it to thank the audience for watching and to like and subscribe. So that's pretty much it. And do that. All right, bye. Let's close this.